Hello everybody, welcome back to Big Bag Small Bag, and today we are on another episode of 大吃小吃趴趴走, and it brings us to Yishun Park Hawker. Okay, so it's a very happy episode for us because we don't have to travel because we are in our hood, okay? For Yishun Park Hawker, it's actually quite a new hawker that's not like a traditional hawker with a wet market kind of place. So it's actually managed by this timber group, and there are a lot of cashless payments. So if you use their app, you can get like 10% off kind of thing. So it's a pretty new hawker, so let's check it out. Alrighty, so the first dish that we're gonna try today is this Smokin Joe's boneless chicken leg. So essentially it's just chicken chop, but it's not just chicken chop, okay? It's one of the best chicken chop that I've eaten, okay? So this set costs $9, and last time, I think a few months back, they used to not have these fries as staple. They used to have like garden greens, okay, and then with coleslaw, and then also their signature like garlic bread, as well as this sauce. I think this sauce is supposed to go with the chicken, okay? But usually I just dip this bread with the sauce. It's quite yummy as well. So let's start eating, okay? So first things first, I really like the fries. I'm not sure which supplier they use that, but I like that the fries, right, is quite crispy on the outside, okay? It's different from the shoestring fries that you actually get from outside, okay? And then also the bread is pretty crispy, you can see, and hear the crunch. Whoa, I'm sure you can hear that. Okay, so I usually dip it with the sauce and then I'll eat it. I think this is really for this lah, but I feel it's okay to dip with the sauce. Unless you want to order a soup, also can lah. Okay, so now we'll move on to the main 主角, okay, which is the chicken chop. So I think this store, right, it has been pretty famous for its like grilled stuff, especially like their beef ribs, and then also steak and everything. So I think if you go on like Google to search about this store named Smokin Joe, you can actually realize that they actually bought this expensive ass like grill to like char grill all of their meats and everything. So that's why it's really yummy. And what I like about this chicken chop, right, is that it's really marinated well, and when you eat the meat, right, you can actually taste a lot of sweetness. And now as I'm seeing, I can see some like rosemary leaves and everything on the marination of the meat. Okay, so let's eat it. So I suppose and I believe that they actually use like the Thai meat, so that's why the meat is pretty tender, okay, and then it's very juicy, okay. It's not like the oily kind of juicy, it's really like the juice. I think it's the way they grill the meat, okay, that locks in like the moisture and the juice of the marination and the chicken inside the meat. So it's really damn yummy. And then me being me, as a ketchup lover, I will usually pair this with the ketchup lah, but don't flame me for pairing the ketchup with such great meat, okay? So I love it when I eat it with the ketchup. So yummy. I mean, I think that they do have other cuts of meat on the menu, but I always only order the chicken because number one, I think the fish is like so, but beef I cannot really eat. I think my friends have ate like the beef once before, and I think it's not too bad. choke on the ketchup, stupid me. I think it's still not too bad lah, okay, my friends that ate the beef one, but this is my number one choice, so that's how yummy it is.
Okay, so now I'm going to introduce this JJ Xiamen. So this prawn noodle, I think, has been open since Yishun Park Hawker has been open, and I must really say this prawn noodle is really very, very nice, and it might be even nicer than those famous shops out there that sell prawn noodle. So first thing for prawn noodle, I think the important thing is the soup. So I'm just going to try the soup first, even though I know how it tastes. Okay, so what's special about the soup, you can see that the color is actually a bit darker color. Means it's not the red one, the Xiaotou one not so much. Then maybe it's more of the Taoyu one. But I think what is special about the prawn noodle soup is that they use a lot of onion to 熬 the tongue. So when you drink the soup, you can really taste the sweet onion taste in the soup, and I think that's very nice. Okay, then for the noodle wise, so noodle wise you can see they actually have 5 types of noodle. Your standard 黄面 guo tiao is all inside, but I think what's special is that they also have mee pok and mee kia, which is not common for 虾面. And usually I will eat the dry one, then SQ will eat the soup one. So for the dry one, the sauce they use to 调的面 the base of the sauce is also very 够味. Because I eat before, some is the sauce no taste, but this is quite tasty. And the mee kia口感 is very good also. So with the sauce is something new. I don't think you will eat that in normal 虾面 because usually you eat the 黄面. So this is very, very quite nice. And for the prawn, I think 虾 is 虾, so nothing much to comment about. Okay, so today we order the 大虾面, 大虾排骨面. But usually for myself, I will order just 虾面, then SQ will order the 排骨 because I'm not really a fan of 排骨. So maybe you can get SQ try and share more about the 排骨.
What I like about the 排骨 is that, right, it's all like soft bone and rangu, so you don't really have to bite and spit out any bone. Because for me, I usually just eat the soft bone also. Like I just eat all the rangu. So I think that's why I always like to eat their 排骨version instead of the prawn, or like, you know, prefer these to other places because I can just eat the whole piece. I don't have to like spit out any bones. So the 排骨 itself is already braised, so it's really flavorful, and then plus the umami of the prawn noodle soup. Oh my god, that's really yummy.
Okay, so this one is we order the bigger portion one. It's the more atas set, so that one is $7.50. But if you want to eat the normal one, the normal 虾面, I think it's like $4.50 only. Yep. And they close at 8 p.m, so please come earlier.
Okay, so it's tea time, okay? So for those of you who are not here to actually get like main meals, okay, these are some snacks that you can get from the Yishun Park Hawker as well. So the first one is, I think everybody's pretty familiar with these Munchi Pancakes, okay? So these are essentially a mix of traditional the min jiang gui, okay, which is these kind of pancakes. And then they also have spin-offs, like different interesting flavors like cream cheese, strawberry, Belgian chocolate, Earl Grey, as well as Lotus Biscoff. Now we're gonna start to try the pancakes first. Okay, so we got 2 versions. So this is the Munchi Pancake, which is the round one with a more interesting flavor. So we got the Earl Grey one, and then this is the normal min jiang gui, okay, with red bean. So this is like the traditional kind. So I'm just gonna show you guys, okay, how it looks like on the inside, okay. I can't really smell like the Earl Grey smell though. Let me smell, sorry. Okay, now I can smell it. I'm not sure how they make the Earl Grey but let's try it because it's like dripping on my hand already. Oh my god. Okay, I think the Earl Grey is cold. So I think it's like Earl Grey butter kind of thing. Oh my god, it's like dripping all over my hand because the min jiang gui got hole in the middle. But it's very tasty because you can actually taste the Earl Grey tea smell, okay, which is very xiang lah, and it's not overly sweet, so that's very, very yummy. It's dripping all over my fingers lah, but maybe I should be good and put it inside the bag and eat lah, so let's not blame anyone. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the traditional min jiang gui, which is the red bean flavor. Okay, we are lucky lah, okay, for those of you who like to eat min jiang gui, maybe you will know that like those that get a corner bigger slice is the lucky people, okay. So let's eat it. Okay, we like to eat the red bean one, like Mago and I. This is our favorite flavor because we just like the red bean lah, huh? Okay, you can see, right, the amount of red bean they give is pretty generous, and then also, it's not overly sweet. Okay, I believe that all these, right, it really boils down to if you eat something that's super sweet at like one time, right, then you very fast it becomes very neat. But this one is really not, so it's really yummy. So for the normal one, like the traditional one, it ranges from 160 to 180. But for special flavors in like the Munchi Pancake, it costs about 220 to 290 for the based on the flavors that you choose now, okay? But I think for the $1 plus one, the price is pretty reasonable. And then we also ordered one that is in a charcoal pea lah, okay? So this one, for the traditional pancake, they have the skin in original, which is like this one, then charcoal as well as green tea. But for this one, it's actually in charcoal. But we wanted to order the kaya one, which is a special flavors. So I think in general, apart from the traditional flavors that you can get for peanut, coconut, as well as red bean, this store actually offers a lot of other flavors, interesting flavors that's out of the norm. And then the pricing wise is also pretty reasonable. So as you guys can see also, this store is actually very popular. So even at like, 2-3 p.m, the queue is also pretty long. let alone like morning and dinner time. So the wait time for these pancakes is between 30 to 45 minutes, which they've already put it outside there. If you can wait, then you order. Otherwise, don't order. Just go for the normal one that you don't have to wait. And for the Munchi Pancakes, okay, you may have noticed that there is one near your house because there's pretty many outlets now. I think the ones that we know is in Sengkang as well as Jurong, Pioneer. And then, yeah, that's those that we know. Okay, and then also part of the tea time snack that we want to introduce is actually these Tarik, which, okay, is really popular. And when we drank earlier on, right, I was really quite impressed because usually, based on my impression and knowledge, for those cold Tarik, they don't really pull it as much. But I am surprised to see the person pulling the drink, which is how the hot Tarik should be. And when we drank it, right, and I'm going to drink it again, it's really, really thick with the milk taste, and also it has a very strong tea taste. So it just balances so well, you know, the tea and the milk proportion. I just don't know how they do it, okay? But it's really, really good. And even though it's ice, right, it's really not like diluted, okay? And importantly, right, although it's ice, it's not overly sweet as well. And don't tell me it's because of the ice, they melt really, it becomes diluted, so it's not sweet. It's definitely not. We know how it tastes like when the drink is diluted and not sweet because of the ice, but this one is really not. So I'm just impressed by these, and this drink costs $2.50. I think it's pretty reasonable for an ice drink and a cold drink nowadays lah. So yeah, I think it's really, really good. So if you guys are here, you can try the Teh Tarik, Kopi Tarik, and all. I mean, they have their own they have the standard few drinks like the Teh Alia and Ice Bandung, all this kind of thing. But I think what was really popular is this Teh Tarik. So if you guys are here at Yishun Park Hawker, please try this out as well. So we initially wanted to also feature another store. There is this curry rice, okay, in Yishun Park Hawker, but sadly it has already closed down. So what is nice about that shop is all the cutlet and then the curry is really thick and nice, and importantly it's quite cheap. So it costs about like $6 only. So it's with much regret that the store has closed down. Otherwise, we would really love to feature that because that was also one of our top favorites in Yishun Park Hawker, and always the queue is so long. But no worries, next time if we come across them in other parts of Singapore, we'll definitely bring you guys to eat it and then also feature it on our channel. Alright everybody, so this comes to an end to our 大吃小吃趴趴走 Yishun Park Hawker episode. So we hope you guys enjoy all the food that we have recommended, because it's all the food that we always eat in our hood Yishun. So anything to say, Mago?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just want to go home at Shokong. Yeah. So thank you everybody for watching today's video, and we hope that you guys all will also come and eat at the Yishun Park Hawker and let us know what else you guys want to see, as well as like what nice food that you guys ate in Yishun Park Hawker, okay? So thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!